Hey, what's up? My name's Trina and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is actually a Christmas collab with Hannah Stout, Sophia Rose, and Diabetic Lego Girl, which I'm so excited for. So my videos will be Christmas movies. Diabetic Lego Girls, which is Caitlin, is going to be like preparing for Christmas with me. And Sophia Rose's is going to be a Christmas gift guide, and Hannah Stout's is going to be a Christmas bucket list. So I will put all their channels linked down below, and you should definitely go watch their videos because I know they're all going to be amazing. Before we get started this video, don't forget to check out my Instagram at Trina.Hannah and click subscribe right down below. And let's get on with the video. I'm going to split my movies into two different categories. So we have Netflix, and then we have the movies that I'm going to be calling the classic movies. So those movies are going to be the ones that you pretty much can watch on DVD, and some of them you can watch on Hulu. So I hope that this video will give you some good movie ideas to watch for Christmas. So basically for each movie I'm going to be telling you what it's about, and I'll be giving you my rating. Our first movie is on Netflix, and it is The Christmas Chronicles, and I definitely give this a 10 out of 10. This is one of my absolute favorite movies, and number 2 is actually coming out kind of soon. Basically, what the movie is about is two siblings, and the one sibling, which is the sister, really wants to meet Santa. So they set like a Santa trap, and they find Santa, and they go in Santa's sleigh, and then they go to the North Pole, and there's like a whole story with it. Basically, they try to save Christmas, and it's super fun, and it's really funny too. There's some really funny parts. So I give that movie a 10 out of 10. It's one of my favorite movies ever. So you should definitely watch that one on Netflix. The second movie is also on Netflix, and this is A Cinderella Story, Christmas Wish. So I personally have always watched all the Cinderella movies that have come out, but this one is probably one of my favorites. So basically it's about these two people. One of them's a singer, and the other one's just a guy. And the singer works as an elf, and the guy is Santa. And she wants to become like a famous singer. Her stepmother and stepsisters stop her from being that. So she's working, and then she falls in love with somebody else, which is a hint at Santa. And it's such a cute story, and I love it so much. I also give that one a 10 out of 10 because it's also one of my favorite Christmas movies. It's just really cute, and if you like romantic movies, that's definitely a good one for you. So we have The Grinch, which is on Netflix, but I'm talking about the animated Grinch. And this is such a good movie. I like it a lot more than the original. It's a lot cuter and a lot more fun, I think. And I definitely give this one a 10 out of 10. I also kind of like the song they use. And basically, I hope you know what The Grinch is, but if you don't, it's about the Grinch. He tries to steal Christmas from the Whoville. And he also has his dog Max, and it's a really cute movie. And yeah, so you should definitely go check that one out. It's a 10 out of 10. Next one is The Nutcracker in the Four Realms, which is not so much a Christmas movie, more like a winter movie, but it's still amazing, and I give this one a 9.5 out of 10. And you can also watch this one on Netflix, and it's really good. Basically, it's about a little girl named Clara, and she needs to find a key to unlock a box. And she ends up going to this whole different world and meets a bunch of different people. And in this different world, she meets a whole bunch of different people, like mice, and she meets a soldier. And basically, she's trying to kind of save this other world. So I would give that one a 9.5 out of 10. You can watch it on Netflix, and it's really good. We have Let It Snow, which is also on Netflix. And I give this one a 8.5 out of 10. Basically about that on Christmas Eve there's a huge snowstorm, and a group of high schoolers all get together and get to know each other, and there's even some romances. And by Christmas morning, a lot of the relationships have changed. Next we have The Holiday Calendar, which this is a pretty popular movie too. And this one is also on Netflix, and I give it a 9 out of 10. Basically it's about this photographer who finds an antique advent calendar, and every day she would open the door, and it kind of predicts her future. It's a super cute movie, and a great story, I think, too. It's not like your everyday Christmas movie, so I really like that. Next we have The Princess Switch, which is also on Netflix, and this one I would give a 8 out of 10. I think I give it an 8 out of 10 because it wasn't like a very original story. I don't know, I felt like there's a lot of other movies kind of like it, but it is still a very good movie. So basically how it goes is 1 week before Christmas, a duchess who looks like someone else, just an ordinary lady from Chicago, switch places, and they fall in love with each other's loves, I guess you can call, like love interest. So pretty good story, and yeah, it was a pretty good movie. We are now on to our DVDs slash classic movies. So some of these you can watch on Hulu, and I will tell you if you can, but most of them are pretty much just on DVD. First up, we have Elf, which I completely give a 10 out of 10. This is a very classic Christmas movie, and I know it's always been one of my favorites. So if you haven't watched that one, you should definitely go watch that one. So basically, it's about this guy named Buddy the Elf, and he's not actually an elf, he's a human, but he got transported to the North Pole when he was younger. And when he gets older, he goes to New York, and he doesn't know anything about the outside world of the North Pole. So he basically explores that, and he's trying to find his biological dad. And then later, he ends up saving Christmas. So that's a really good movie. And you can also watch that one on Hulu or just DVD. We have Jingle All the Way, which as much as I know, you can only watch it on DVD. And this one I would give a 8 out of 10 because, I don't know, it's a bit older, so it wasn't as fast-paced, it was a little slower. It's still a very good movie. Basically, the story for this one is there's a dad and his kid really wants this toy called Turbo Man. So he has to go to the store and try to find it right before Christmas when it's pretty much sold out because it was the hottest toy of the year. And he goes on this huge adventure just to find this toy for his kid, and in the end, there's something really fun and unexpected. So yeah, I love that movie. I just think if you're not used to kind of a bit older movies, then it might be a bit slow for you, but keep watching it because it's really good. Next up, we have The Polar Express, which I give a 7 out of 10 because I don't really care for the animation style, but overall, super good movie. And they also have really good music. It's really pretty. So basically, it's about this kid who goes on the train, which is the Polar Express. He goes to the North Pole and tries to find out who he is, and he realizes that if you keep believing, then the wonder will never fade. And I think it's a really cute movie with a really cute story. So I really like that one, and that one, as much as I know of, you can only watch on DVD too. But yeah, that's pretty good. Now we're on to The Santa Claus, which is one of my favorite movies. My family watches it every year as a family. And this is a definite 10 out of 10, one of my favorite movies. So you can pretty much watch it on DVD, but you can also get it on Amazon Prime Video. So those are the two places you can watch it. This movie is basically about a man who finds Santa on his roof, and he yelled and Santa fell off the roof. So then he became Santa, and it's about his whole adventure of being Santa. And it's such a great movie. Now we're on to Santa Claus number 2, which again my whole family watches every year. We watch 1, 2, and 3. And I would give this one another 10 out of 10. Super good movie. And this one you can actually watch on Disney Plus too, so you can watch it on DVD or Disney Plus. And it's super good. Number 2 is basically about the same guy from the last movie, and he has a son who actually ends up on the naughty list. And Santa finds out that before Christmas he has to be married. So it's basically his whole adventure to find someone to get married to, and getting married and getting his son off of the naughty list. Next up is Santa Claus 3. This one is my personal favorite. This is where Santa has to invite his in-laws, and Jack Frost also comes. And basically Jack Frost has this huge plan to take over the North Pole and get rid of Santa. So that's basically what this is Jack Frost trying to take over the North Pole. Santa's whole family and his elves have to try to overthrow Jack Frost from taking over the North Pole. So yes, that's a very good one. It's my favorite. I think it's the most fun, and I just like the story of it the best. So next up is Home Alone, which I know is a lot of people's favorite. So I personally only have seen number 1 and like number 1. Yeah. So for Home Alone, I would give it a 9 out of 10. And this one, as far as I know, you can only watch it on DVD. But it's super good, and basically if you don't know what it's about this kid who has a huge family, and his family leaves him alone on Christmas, so he's home by himself, and he's a young boy, and there's 2 thieves who want to come to his house and rob his house, and he's trying to protect the house without his family by himself. So it's very good. And our last and final movie is The Rise of the Guardians, which is also not a super very Christmas movie, but it has Santa in it, so I'm including it. And this one you can watch on DVD, and you can also watch it on Hulu. And I would give this a 9 out of 10. It's a really cute movie. I like it a lot. It is animated, but it's really good. Basically, the story of this one is all the Rise of the Guardians, which would be like the Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, Santa, all of them, come together to stop the boogeyman. Even Jack Frost is there to help them against the boogeyman. And it's a really cool story, and it's really cute because it's all animated. That's it for today's video. But make sure to comment your favorite Christmas movie down below so that I can check it out if I haven't seen it already. And once again, don't forget to go check out all the people that I did the Christmas collab with, because all their videos are amazing. And again, their links will be in my description box, so you should go check them out. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one.